Last night, I sat there and I watched the sunset in one of the most beautiful places in the world. And you know what I felt? I felt sad. I felt empty. I felt the most depressed I've felt in a long time. And I just got to be real with you guys. People are going to misunderstand this video. They really are. And it's because I live one of the most blessed lives in the world. I work hard, work very hard. But I'm also in Saili to Mexico. You know, I'm traveling the world. I'm doing it with brothers and with friends. And I have so much expansiveness and opportunity and adventure in front of me. It's like I've gotten something I've always wanted my entire life. And yet I realize so deeply that it will never be enough. Like, I get into weird moods when I achieve something, I think. The last time I felt like this, I was sitting in a garden paradise in outside of LA with this girl I just met for a month. We had love, we had great sex, food, like everything. My business was going well. And I got so depressed and so restless and so dissatisfied because I wanted more. This very interesting thing happens. I wish everyone on the planet could just get what they wanted, like fully get it. Because for me, I'm just a restless soul, so it takes me about 10 days. And I'm like, okay, that's cool. What's next? What's next? It feels weird to be 27 and like feel like life has lost its thrill a little bit, you know? Like the thrill of going out and doing drugs or staying up late partying or dancing with women or chasing women or going to a new beach town or taking a new adventure. I've done these things many times and yes, they're fun. But like, I come to this point where I just realize, what do the Christians call it? Like trying to satisfy myself through the world. It'll never happen. It just ends up feeling empty. So I was sitting there last night meditating and man, just like for the first time, had flashes of like just considering what would it be like to end it? Because life will never quite be enough, you know? Just be constantly unsatisfying. And it's an interesting realization I had. The realization is that true spiritual growth and true spiritual awakening, they come from two places. They come from utopia or they come from dystopia. Because in both case scenarios, you realize that the material world just ain't it for you. You're either in prison or you're in just like a glowing Garden of Eden. And when you're in a glowing Garden of Eden, you have everything you thought you wanted, you realize that, oh, like all of these things, it doesn't matter that much. What really matters is that I seek the kingdom of God. I seek, you know, spiritual growth first. I find peace. I find vitality. You know, I find heaven here and now. If you don't have that perspective first, you can only realize and really seek that when you're not in between. It's like the hardest parts of my life, when I was overcoming addiction, when I was going through heartbreaks, you know, when I was tragically alone, when life was like so difficult, insane spiritual growth happened there because I had to really connect to something higher than myself, something bigger than myself to get me through that, right? It's the same thing when you get everything you ever wanted. When you get everything you ever wanted, you have to connect to something deeper or else, I mean, for me, like, I have like suicidal self-sabotage tendencies inside of me. It's interesting, I think of the great musicians, great artists, great leaders, someone like, you know, Kurt Cobain, Alexander the Great, Meriwether Lewis. All of these men essentially took their own lives at the end of the day. Why? These men of like tremendous force of personality who literally won the entire world, won eternal fame. They took their own lives. Life wasn't enough for them. It's interesting, a lot of these men in the 27 Club and men and women in the 27 Club, you know, musicians who killed themselves at 27, or like young great leaders, they end up finding utopia on earth, like building utopia on earth, and then killing themselves. Why? Well, I think that they came to this moment and they were like me. They have suicidal self-sabotage tendencies. I don't have suicidal ideation. Like I'm safe here. I do not want to kill myself. But at the same time, I see the part of me that's like, fuck it. Let's just go wild with it. Who really cares, right? And I think that's like, there's two voices inside of you. There's two wolves inside of you. There's that wolf that says, fuck it. And then there's the other wolf that's like, you know what? I'm actually going to use this pain, this dissatisfaction in life for spiritual growth, right? And this is the principle of dukkha. So like the opposite of Kurt Cobain or the opposite of Alexander the Great would be Buddha, right? And Buddha's first noble truth is that life is dissatisfaction, dukkha. Some people translate it to life is suffering. I actually think it's life is this dissatisfaction. Like it will never be enough. And Buddha was a prince. Think about that. He had everything, right? So it's like the quicker you realize that life will never be enough, through dystopia or utopia of some kind, you won't have the true spiritual commitment to seek the kingdom of God first. So by all means, go get everything you ever wanted, my friends. So that way you can find God. Or just go lose everything you ever wanted and become a slave like Epictetus and you also find God. Either way, I think living lukewarm is the worst thing you could do. And honestly, I woke up really early this morning. I came here to the beach here. I'm feeling just way better. Interesting moods can take me. Take all of us. Don't trust a feeling. Anyways, that's a real one. Hit that like button. Share this with someone you think will impact. Watch some more of my videos. And if you want to talk to me one-on-one, come join our men's community. We have amazing philosophy symposiums, accountability support networks, expeditions. There's a link below for that. Link below to my Substack. Peace.